just to wrap things up, is I think as entrepreneurs, we quite often, you may be different because you're detailed and very process driven by the sounds of it. I'm a little bit wilder at the edges, really. So I've had to fall in love with processes and systems for us to control what we do, because you're a Zen gardener. And I really like that term, actually. So how important, and like entrepreneurs really need to understand this, how important for you is systems and processes for maintaining control and also preserving sanity?
Um, I mean, I think it's super important. I think earlier, like late last year, instead of keeping like a separate task list, I had to make a personal decision to use my calendar instead.
Yeah.
So not that I would do something, but when I intended to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a little click. That's a difference in a system, right? There's nothing really wrong with my task list. I was good at keeping those notes. Nothing was falling through the cracks. But I just found that, to take that transition and say, okay, I'm not going to put this to do on here and then have to go back to it, or maybe even interrupt myself to do it. Instead, I'm going to put it on my calendar when I'm going to do
Yep.
it. And that was a huge shift. I think we can always look for, if we think of our habits are a system.
Mm.
And our daily habits are a form of a system. And so any efficiency we can gain from that makes us a better entrepreneur,
Yeah.
makes us a better business leader. um, Another thing was, what's the value of a one-on-one, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm having a bunch of one-on-ones with a bunch of my teammates, um, is that the best way for me to spend my time? Or
Yeah.
um, is that creating an inefficiency? So just questioning, like, it's a very natural thing, right? I have 5 people on my team. Maybe you're a small entrepreneur just getting started. You have, 5 different people you're working with. You plan 5 different meetings each week. You think, hey, this is great. Um, I would argue that one meeting with all 5 people, if that is possible, and people are thinking about different scenarios in their mind as I say that,
Mm.
but is that possible? Would that change your system?
Mm.
And are there things being said or decided on in these, back when I was early in my career, I had a bad, cigarette habit. And, then I quit and I realized, man, those were the good conversations out there with the other smokers. And we made all these decisions. And then we came in and we told the non-smokers what to do. And when I joined the non-smokers, I was like, hey, why are you guys having those side meetings? We need to include the other teammates. And so you can consider things like that. So
Mm.
um, just, you know, just consider everything. Everything is a system.